Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Jessie was asking us to come up with a few of our favorite moments with you, and I was thinking of the first time I saw you water ski. I was so shocked. I was like, my mom water skis? What? It was like the 5th time we went boating. And I thought my mom is one of the coolest ladies ever. I also remember whenever I went to a show, I could always tell when Mom was in the audience because she did her little Xena Warrior Princess cheer for you. And it always made me feel good, and she always supported me. Thanks, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. What's your favorite thing you do with Mimi?
Ski.
Where do you ski?
I don't know.
At Snow Basin.
Snow Basin.
Say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And say I love you.
I love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Danielle. I've been trying to think of one memory that's my favorite, and it's not just a one-time thing that happened, but one of my favorite things that we've done in the past is when you and I would go to the temple and then trade every week, back when Jake and I were engaged. And those are times that I will love and cherish always. Love you.
Round 2, we did a video that was very heartfelt and beautiful, but Jocelyn hit the photograph button instead of the record button, so that's what that first photo was. But I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're having a great day. Jessica wanted us to come up with a memory. I have a pretty easy one from this last year. It was our first dance with me as a married couple at our wedding on that dance floor. I thought it was a really, really good, tender moment. And I love you.
One more time.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. I know it's very unbelievable, but we are on our way to your house because we never go. So we are sharing memories for Mother's Day, and the memory I want to share is of when we were little in the Farmington house, and you were making dinner on those beautiful blue countertops, and we would all get out the puppets and we would just do puppet shows for you, and you would help us and respond while you were making dinner, and that house's layout was awesome for that. And that little ledge where we did lots of puppet shows, I just remember you always supporting our productions, and that meant a lot to us. Thank you. And then Kaysen, what's your favorite thing to do with Mimi? Practice soccer with Mimi? Does she come to your game? Yeah, she's pretty supportive, huh? Do you like going in car washes with her?
Yeah, I love going in car washes. We need a car wash.
Yeah, we do. It's raining right now, though.
We're getting one.
And here's Brian.
And I can't really look at you, but what I remember is how you came out and took care of Jewel while I couldn't when we got to Miami and had Kaysen. So I really appreciate you helping out for that week or so that you were there.
Love you. Happy Mother's Day. Say Happy Grandma's Day.
Happy Grandma's Day.
Yay!
Hi, Mom. So, I had 2 memories I wanted to share. The first one was when we had moved into the new house and we decided to go to the park and play wiffle ball. And I remember Dad had the bright idea of doing boys against girls, and I remember you hit a home run and you ran around the whole field, and then when you won, you like threw your arms up in the air and then you turned around and like stuck your butt out at us. And it was just so funny because it was so uncharacteristic of you, and I think Dad was on the ground laughing for like 10 minutes. It was just so cute and funny. And then the next one actually was when we would sit at church with you, and I remember we would give you so much trouble. We'd lay on the bench and we would always be poking each other, and I remember I'd always lay on your back and tell you to scratch my back, and I was thinking back on that because I'm watching people start having babies in my own ward, and it's just astounding that even when Dad was in the bishopric with 7 children, you corralled all of us to church. You were never worried about how you looked. You were still beautiful, don't get me wrong, but we were like your main priority, and you sat with us in church all those years, and you never gave up and you never stopped trying. And I think it's just very telling of who you are as a person, and I'm so grateful that you're my mom and that you've taught me the gospel, and I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey Danielle, this is a hard one because there's so many good memories, but the memory that first came to my mind was only after I think a month or 2 of Jess and I dating. I had a hurt foot. I think I sprained it like a few weeks before football tryouts. And the day before tryouts, I remember you volunteered to do energy work on my foot. And you did that, and I remember going, wow, like, she's going so out of her way to do this. Like, what a nice person. And needless to say, my foot felt great the next day, and I ended up making the team. And I remember just being so grateful that you used your talents to help me out. And so that was really just a glimpse into what was to come in the future with all of the nice things that you've done for Jess and I. And it just goes to show how loving and caring you are to share your talents with everybody. And I just really appreciate all the things you do, and you're just amazing. So happy Mother's Day, and we'll see you soon.
Hi Mom. So happy Mother's Day. I'm really happy you're my mom. It's been really awesome. One of my favorite memories with you, well, there's so many times you've come to my sports events when I was a kid, and you've supported me, and I can always hear your whistle and your yell. In any grocery store, you're able to get all of our attention without any issues, which is really cool. Really, you've been an amazing blessing in all of our lives, and I know that in the premortal life, you were just as special, and you were chosen to be the mother of some amazing people as well. Whenever I smell or see lilacs, I think of you, and I don't think I'll ever let that fade. I'll always be thinking of you. I'm thankful for the way you help me, make me feel better, and the way you care. And it's just one of those things. The love that I have felt when I've been in hard situations has been very amazing, and even through this transition that's kind of hard for me, you've been amazing, you and Dad. And I really do appreciate it. And I love you tons, and hope you have a great Mother's Day, and it should be fun to talk to Jonah too. So, love you tons. Bye.
Hey Mom, I just wanted to let you know that I love you, and one of the things that I love about you is that you really worked hard on raising us really well, and I think you raised us one of the best ways, because I feel like just a lot of people my age have a lot of problems that have to do with the way that they were raised usually, and I just don't really have those kind of problems, and it's really nice actually. I can help others instead of having to be helped, and I have you to thank for that, so I love that. And I love you because you're just always thinking about us, and it's a constant thing. And happy Mother's Day. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day. I guess this is the last video that's going to be added according to what Jessica said, so I'm going to do something that's a little risky. I gave this poem to Danielle many years ago, so the family will probably see this video. But now, after all these years, I'm going to read it again. And Danielle didn't like it then, but I think she might understand it better now.
This doesn't exactly depict Danielle, but it gets at the essence of my wife and why I love her and why she's been a tremendous partner and mother all these years. This is called Love Poem by John Frederick Nims. My clumsiest dear, whose hands shipwreck vases, at whose quick touch all glasses chip and ring, whose palms are bowls in china, burrs in linen, and have no cunning with any soft thing. Except for all ill at ease, fidgeting people, the refugee inserted at the door, you make it home. Deftly you steady the drunk clamoring on his undulant floor. Unpredictable, dear, the taxi driver's terror, shirking from the headlights, pale as a dime, yet leaping before apoplectic streetcars. Hard word, huh? Misfit in any space, and never on time. A wretch in clocks in the solar system, only with words and with people and love you move at ease. In traffic of wit, expertly maneuver and keep us all at your knees. Forgetting your coffee, spreading on our flannel, your lipstick grinning on our coats. So gaily in love, unbreakable heaven, our souls on glory, split bourbon float. But with me, darling, ever and late, smash glasses, I will study rye music for thy sake. For should your hands drop white and empty, all the toys in the world would break. The thing about Danielle is she's not traditional, she's not typical, and she's not exactly like Frederick Nims' wife, John Frederick Nims' wife. But Danielle is unique in her own way and special in her own way, and a lot of people don't get that. And so one of the things that I love about me and about being part of this family is that I get what makes Danielle great. So just like Jack Nicholson said in As Good as It Gets, I say about my wife and about her mothering and her life is that I feel good about me because I get Danielle like nobody else. And I love that, and I'm grateful for her, and I'm grateful for the blessing she is in all of our lives. Thank you.
Hey, Mom. A memory that I remember with you is when we went to Michigan, and I remember being terrible on the plane. I was only 6, I think, and we got there, and it was terrible. You were in first class, and I came up to you because Dad couldn't handle me anymore, and I remember you were giving me food. You were giving me fruit so that I would calm down, and then when we got there, we just spent time together while Dad was at work. I remember we had a football we found, and we were just tossing it to each other because you couldn't teach me how to throw. So you were just like, here, just do a pitch. So you were tossing it to me. And I can remember we went to Zingerman's, and we had butternut soup. And I remember the feeling of it. It just like, it was really warm, and it went through my body. And that's how I feel when you would give me hugs when I was little too. And that's how I feel when I feel the Spirit. And yeah, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.